Third degree black belt. Let's talk about money management. Money management in the sense of per trip money management. Now, if you're playing the side games, anything can happen. I've had ridiculous swings up and down. It's just the way it is. I know that Daniel Negreanu was playing 4,000, 8,000, and he was $1 million loser in the game and came all the way back to win 200,000. Money management, anything can happen. You know, in the side games, money management, a lot of crazy stuff can happen. You really have to be disciplined. So first, let's talk about the advantage of tournaments. Natural money management is built into the tournaments. You know how much money you're risking that day. It's a $2,000 buy-in. Guess what? You buy in for $2,000. You go broke, you're out. It's not like they can take the Rolex off your... Oh, wait, I don't have a watch. It's not like they can take the watch off of your, wrist, or take your shirt off of your back, or take your wallet. I mean, you know that you buy in for exactly X, and that's what you have risked for the day. That's a good strategy. So when I'm heading out to a tourney, I decide what events I want to play and how much they will cost. Okay? Now, in my case, it's kind of an extreme thing. Maybe I know the World Series of Poker is going to be $82,000. I will bring that $82,000 for years. I just bring that with me, plus another $5,000 or $10,000 to mess around with. And I'll just hand that to the tournament director and say, here's $82,000, sign me up for this. You know what I mean? And then, of course, I'll tip him $500 or whatever. But he handles all that for me. You know what? And I'm done. All I know now is I have to show up at noon the next day. And that's a relief. That's a very nice place to be. So again, bring enough money for those events that you want to play in a number of satellites, okay? If you don't stick to that strategy, and I saw this my whole life. I would be out at Reno with some friends, or Las Vegas with my friends, playing in smaller stake things, and people would bring $3,000, $4,000 with them. That's enough, they figured, right? Wrong. First night, they'd sit down in a side game. They're scheduled to be there a week. They'd lose the whole $4,000. And now, they're knocking at my door. Phil, can I borrow money? Well, meanwhile, another one of my friends who brought $4,000 played a lot higher than he should have played. He's won $4,000. But they're not sticking to their game plan. If your strategy is to win a tournament and give yourself a chance to win a tournament, then don't play all night long in the side games and win a fortune or lose a fortune. Get a good night's sleep and play at noon the next day. So many people are trying to mix the side games and tournaments. It's pathetic. And it's really impossible to do, because before long you find yourself playing poker 18 hours a day. You're not getting any sleeps. You're tired in the tournament. You're tired in the side games. You're not getting anywhere in the tournaments. In the side games, you're going through money. Finally, maybe you've lost $4,000, borrowed another $4,000, lost that. You're 3 days into the trip, and now you have to sleep for 24 hours just to get caught up. Here's an example. One poker week on the road at a small tournament, an actual tournament in Card Player magazine, 4 $220 buy-ins. Stay with me. One $330 buy-in. A championship event, $550. Adds up to $1,760. Let's just say you want to have $400 worth of satellites just to practice your endgame strategy, just to, kind of stay warm, because if you get eliminated from a tournament early one day, maybe 3 hours of poker isn't enough for you that day, You're there and you're like, oh man, what am I going to do till the next day at noon? What I do is I relax. I don't play satellites. I don't do any of that stuff. I actually leave the casino. I'll go to whatever casino I'm staying at. I'll order in. I'll watch a movie. I will chill. Maybe work out. Some combination thereof. Why? Because that's really important to me to come in fresh the next day. All right? But a lot of people have to be doing something. And so that's okay. Bring $400 for satellites. That's $2,160 total. Stick to that game plan. You have to stick to the game plan, because once you deviate, in my theory, almost nothing good can happen. Yeah, okay, you might say, yeah, what do you mean nothing good can happen? I won $10,000 this trip. All right, that's great, you won $10,000. How many tournaments did you play in that you wanted to play in? 2? But you really wanted to play in, what, 6? So, I mean, that's a bad side of it. And if you really are playing that good that week, I mean, how much would you have won had you won just one of those tournaments? Or finished second or third in one of those tournaments? You would have won more than that $10,000. So Money management per trip turns out to be extremely important, and I'd like to see people come up with a plan and stick to it.